Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage award-winning sales and success coach, Tom Love.
Your job as a salesperson is not to go out and find people who need to buy the product you're trying to sell. Your job as a salesperson is simply to go out and find people who believe what you believe. But here's the problem. None of us in this room have an idea of what we believe. I am in a more commoditized industry than you are. I don't care what you call yourself. What I do for a living is the most commoditized industry out there. I learned early on I had to look different, I had to sound different, I had to be different in order to do what I wanted to do. So when we look back at where we all came from, we're all products of our environment. I wanted to make what I do unique. I was working in a firm where there was one guy that was making 5 times as much money as I was, and I was getting so angry because he's not smarter than me. We have the same 24-hour opportunity. What the hell is he doing different than I'm doing? If we're given the same opportunity, why is his income 5 times mine? It started to put onus on me. I needed to get better. And once 2013 came for me, my income has almost quadrupled. It's gotten more fun, it's easier to do, and it's because of one thing, my clarity. My clarity, not yours. The product didn't get any better. The government didn't get more lax. I got better. I'm asking everyone in this room to take some time and spend it on yourself. Wouldn't it be great in the first 30 seconds, because I'm going to memorize what I'm going to talk about, I can watch the reaction that you have based on my message. See, when somebody asks, what do you do for a living? Here's the thing that I've learned. Most often, it's, oh my God, panic. I don't know how to answer this question. So here's what we'll do, and this is wrong. We're going to assess, well, you're wearing flip-flops, therefore you don't make a lot of money. And I'm going to tailor what I thought was going to be good because I think I know who you are. The worst thing you could do is look at somebody dressed in a suit and go, well, I'm going to change who I am because you must be important. And that's not even you either. Here's what I was taught. In the first 45 seconds of a conversation with somebody, I'm supposed to find out if you're amiable, analytic, expressive, or driver. And listen to this crap. I'm supposed to change who I am. So I can have a conversation with you, and I don't even know if I like you. The difference between an elevator pitch and an EOS, an explanation of services, is to demand action. I want to be the person giving the information so that I can assess within 30 seconds, are you listening to me? Because if you're not listening to me, then I have to prove. I'm going to have to call you back. I'm going to have to call you in 6 months. No, I'm going to give you one opportunity to hear why I do what I do, and if it does nothing for you, it will do nothing for me. I'm going to move on to the next. We're going to get into words that you can use and words that you should throw away for the rest of your life. And if you don't change the words that you use, the way that you communicate, you will be constantly fighting. We don't take serious the one chance we have to fully engage. You're not paid by the hour. If you worked with me, I can't say I'm going to give you $50,000 for the next 6 months if you actually take serious what it is that you're learning. But my favorite quote in my group is, you're about to get a pay raise. It becomes effective the day you are. What good is it to have 200,000 Twitter followers when really only 2 are going to read your bio and nobody's going to buy a thing from you? I would rather have 10, just 10, stark raving lunatics who hinge on every word I say than have 200,000 people that kind of, sort of get what it is that I do. Look at your clientele. How do they know you? They sort of, kind of get what it is that you do because you are at fault here. You have never once sat down with your client and said why you do what you do. And the first one is people could care less what you do. They want to know why you do what you do, because what you do simply proves what you believe. Yet in our industry, nobody comes up and says, hey, by the way, why do you do what you do? In our society, that's not a legitimate question. It's always, what do you do? And I'm telling you, when you answer the what, it's the wrong answer. You're setting yourself up for failure, because you're going to let my brain assess your one word, your noun, describing what it is that you do, and I will go back through my mental capacity and I will say, I remember someone who got burned with that. That was a bad transaction. And by the way, you might be the world's best person, but you have given me an opportunity to divert and think about something that I shouldn't be thinking about. Words matter. Let me say that again. The minute you can own the conversation about why you do what you do, can be displayed in such a manner it benefits somebody else more than it does you, you will make more money than you thought possible. You can get a client to say, what is your why, and you have it down, you will know within the 1 millisecond after the completion of that sentence whether or not you can go any further. What do you believe? I want to use the analogy of an hourglass. There's grains of sand up here. And by the way, this is where everybody in the room is today. The conversations you're going to have, whether it was on the boat yesterday or in the pool this afternoon, you've heard nuggets and snippets of great ideas that you're going to try and find a way that you can make them your own. But in an hourglass, they all have to go through a vortice. They have to go through this narrowing. Narrowing is what I refer to as your core belief. What is your core belief? See, rather than court you for 5 months and find out, really, I've wasted my time and it's really not going to ever materialize into anything productive, how about if I start teasing you on what I believe, and if I can find out in 30 seconds you do believe what I believe, man, this is a great union. Let's go. I'm going to take these wonderful sound bites, these snippets of information, I'm going to run it through my core belief, not corporate America's core belief, mine, so that I can have eloquent conversations with people that I want to do business with. Stop doing what you're doing. Stop giving it away. Become the buyer in the relationship. Forget the selling part. See, I'm the buyer here. Stop discounting yourself. And by the way, I don't care if you're selling nuts and bolts, real estate, or legal services. Everyone in this country, no matter what you are selling, there's about 16% of the population that make a decision to buy with right now. What are we doing to create the environment to single them out? I want to go after the 15.8% of the population, 15.9% of the population, because I want to find out in 30 seconds if you believe what I believe. Really, you don't understand. What I'm trying to do is build an organization where I can help you identify the 16% of the population you should be dealing with and quickly discarding the 85 you shouldn't be. I now want to become a person of interest. I do not want to now ever begin with what do I do. I want to share with you why I do what I do and what I believe, led by passion points. We'll get into that in just a minute. And then I'm going to talk to people about challenging. It's not singing Kumbaya and saying the world is great and the world is a great place. We need to be challenged. Help me identify a problem I didn't know existed. Today, somebody wants to be challenged. Bring me a problem I didn't know I had. Now listen carefully. Bring with you proof, if you need to, that you took someone in the exact same position, helped them identify a problem they didn't know exist, and changed it for the better. But if I can put you in front of me, if I can make your effort mine, you are entitled to more money than you ever thought possible. And here's what's going to happen. The person who does that is going to become your advocate, because they're going to start looking at you as helping them achieve a level of success they never thought possible. You're about to get a pay raise. It becomes effective when? You are.